Welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your host, Coach Ken Canyon, a.k.a. the professor, a.k.a. the doctor, alongside my co-host, my lovely Wookie.
Wookie in the house. Boom. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Candid Conversations with the Grand Canions. Who am I tonight? I'm gonna be Penelope tonight.
Penelope.
Yeah, Penelope Pit Stop.
Penelope.
Okay. That was one of my names back in the early 80s before I knew you.
Why'd you call yourself Penelope?
Well, when I went out and I didn't want to tell my name, I was Penelope.
Did somebody actually,
Yes.
Did they say AP?
No, they called me Penelope. That's about like that time that I was with my friend Kim and a group of guys from her job. She works at UPS. A group of guys asked, they were talking about me being a comedian.
Right.
And this guy walked up and he was like, yo, what do you do? And I told him, I said, I'm a stripper. And I told him that it was a little strip club called was it Sugar Bears?
No, it was.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't a club called Sugar Bears, Sugar Babies, Sugar something. Anyway, I told him I was the featured dancer on Thick Thursday, and they called me Cinnamon. And then fast forward a few years, I'm at my daughter's house, walking out the door, and I hear, "Cinnamon, I've been looking for you everywhere." So I had to stop using those names. But I always did want to be a stripper.
That's what they get you. But that being said, first off, hey, if you like our content, we appreciate you on YouTube because we're getting roughly $4,000 or $5,000 subscribers, not dollars.
I was going to say, show me
dollars. Consistently, we will be, before the end of the year, we will be up to 200,000 subscribers.
Wow, that's amazing.
So the site is going good, the social media platform. But tonight I'm amped up.
You're amped up.
We're going to do this show a little different.
Yeah, tonight.
But before we do that, hold on. I got to tell them to subscribe.
Okay, don't cut me off, though, to do that.
You actually cut me off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you can get a video when we drop it. See how that works?
See how that works.
You actually cut me off.
I apologize. Okay, so we want tonight to talk about last week. We had great response from last week, but it was one thing that got more traction than another.
Sure.
And that's what we want to discuss tonight.
Yeah. So we're going to discuss a lot. We're going to even put up our phone and I'm going to read some of the comments.
Yes.
So what happens is we put up clips from the show. And when we put up clips from the show, a lot of times we don't know what's going to go up.
Right.
So people will get a snippet of something and they don't have context a lot of times, and then they base their opinion on what was said. So last week, I made a comment. I was talking about, it was about what a good man wants. That was the question. And I knew when people heard it, first thing was going to come out their mouth was, well, what do a good woman want? What do a good mom? And I talk about men leveling up all the time.
You do.
But the women never say, well, what about women? What about women? What about women? They always say, when I talk about a man leveling up, you're right, coach. You're right. So last week, I talked about what a good man, you asked me the question, what does a good man want? And I went through two things. I talked about the communication, non-aggressive, non-combative. And some people commented on that. Well, what about if he combative to you? And all of those things, which, okay, got it. But the second thing I said, which we're going to deal with tonight, I said a good man, and that's what they say, that if a woman, they want a partnership. They want women, that partners. And one of the things that lets them know that a woman is not a partner is we go out. The man says, I ain't got no problem with paying. He'll pay the first time. He'll pay the second time. And several of the guys say, but by the third time, I'm still paying and I'm thinking that they're using me. It would be good if they just offer.
Offered.
Just offer. Now, a lot of women didn't hear that part about just offering. Well, why should a woman pay? I ain't never paying. And we're going to read some of the comments tonight. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to start this off by saying this. Listen, fellas, women, if by the third date, I got to pay every single time. And some people say a man should always pay. And I'm going to get into that tonight too. Then if you haven't even offered to pay and we've been on 3 days, you using him. I'm sorry. I don't care. If we've been on 3 dates and you ain't even offered to pay the tip, you ain't offered to pay anything. Well, and when I get to the comments, some people are like, a man should always pay. Here's the problem, Ned, and this is what I want our producers to put up. The reason I said if a man doesn't pay by the third time, if a woman doesn't even offer to pay by the third time, she ain't offered to cook, she ain't offered to do anything. What happens is the relationship has become transactional. And what we're doing now, we're in a society where everything's transactional. You got to take me out. You got to do that. It's not about, we don't even think about partnership. And what I told some of the comments of the people, I said, and a lot of men chimed in and said, yeah, I just want at least her to offer. If she ain't by the third time, yeah, it's become transactional. And look, these are good men. These are not just regular, poop butt type cats that's not wanting anything.
So this is my first question. Then you just said it, and this is some of the responses or a lot of the responses. What equals a good man? A lot of women. You said, and you just said it. A good man, not a Rudy Poo man. What equals a good man?
And I'm gonna turn it around on you after you ask me.
Okay, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
But a good man, number one, a man who believes in partnership, a man who believes in edifying his woman, lifting her up. And what I mean by lifting her up is somebody who is committed to her growth. Doesn't mean he's a perfect man, but it means a man who is wanting to and willing to meet the needs of his woman. Okay? That's what a good man is. And so when you say a good man, see, a lot of people thinking a good man is a perfect man, but no. But a good man is, number one, a man who wants to uplift his woman. Number two, a man who wants to and is willing to meet her emotional needs. There are 10 emotional needs that men and women have. All right. And number three, a man is one who believes in partnership. We are a team. We are partners. And if every time we go somewhere, I got to always pay.
Got to be the one to run the ball.
I got to always pay. I got to always do. Are we really partners?
Right.
And a lot of people got mad at that. And you know me, I'm going, hey, look, if you come for me, I'm going at you. Because here's the thing. What I don't listen, I'm going to say it. A lot of times when we are as creators put out stuff, if a person says something behind their keyboard, they feel like because they have the liberty to say it, right? Well, what I say, if you say something, you come to my page and you say something derogatory. I'm not talking about discussing the issues, but if you say something derogatory about me, there are things that were said. I have a right to come back at you. And that's what I do. But I'm very intellectual about it. But some people don't like the way that I go about doing it. But I just wanted to throw that in as an aside. But that's what a good man is. I want to turn it around on you.
Okay.
What is a good woman? Because you always hear women say, oh, a man ain't shit. A man ain't this. But they never say, oh, I ain't shit. Or a woman ain't shit. They never do. They never. So what constitutes a good woman? Because many of the women out there who are talking are not good women. But they position them, they categorize themselves.
I don't think, like I was going to say, as far as a good man, I don't think you can just put those things into a category and say what a good man is. I don't think I can just say a good woman is A, B, C, or D, because everybody needs something different. And what is good for me or to me might make you throw up. And so I don't want to say what a good woman is or what a good man is. It is, what your definition of a good. So, like, to me, when I was reading that today and I saw, the women saying, well, what is a good man? Well, if what's a good man to you? Because if I sit, I have 5 friends. Let's say if I sit all 5 of us down, you will have 5 different definitions of what a good man is.
Okay. Fair.
Or what
fair.
they feel like a good woman should be. So I don't think I could just put a definition on it.
Well, I can put a definition on number one, on the people that I've coached. And I'm talking about from a coach perspective. And then I can put a definition on it because women who I've coached to say this is what, like when I say meet a woman's emotional needs, a man who's willing to.
Yes, I think most women need that, but then some women are not available emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And so I wonder if, and I said all of that to say, I wonder if the people that are questioning it really know what they want in a good man, or if they really, what is a good man to you? You know what I'm saying?
No, you are so right.
Yeah. And so do you really know what you want in a man? Because a lot of them, man, if he don't pay for me, I'll never go out on a date. I have some here. I'll never go out on a date if he doesn't pay. What? Like, I get off on pulling my card out for you. Like, that makes me excited to be able to do this.
Let's be clear now. I want to throw this out there.
No,
I'm just saying it for people out there because then I'll be an hour going at people.
Oh, no. I don't do it. I very seldom pay for stuff. Very seldom do I pay for stuff, but I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, but that's because we believe in partnership. And that we built this successful company as partners. And so I want to ask the audience.
Yeah, that's
what do you think a good man or a good woman is?
Yeah, what is your definition of a good man or a good woman? I like that.
Yeah, I want to ask them what they thought. I
want to see how it differs from people.
Right. Right. And I also want to deal with some of the comments.
Yeah.
Because let me say this. A lot of people don't realize this, Nat, but a lot of people comment out from their pain brain.
Oh.
They comment from the side of their brain that recognizes pain. So when they comment, they are speaking through that lens. Somebody hurt me. I gave myself to someone and they did not value me. And so when I say about paying, what they're really thinking subconsciously is I'm giving of myself without getting anything in return. And so I understand that part. That's why some of them I don't comment on, but the ones who say, who are you qualified, or this is stupid, or I comment on those because I want them to understand. And then when I flip it and say things about what is a good woman, what is a good man or a good woman, they don't say anything. So I would like for you, I know you took some notes. And my phone I thought was off, wasn't off. This ball was off. It's only one bulb. It rained, so they thought it. But it's telling me to go to my comments. Go ahead.
So this was a comment that it's not a question, it's just a comment that I felt like was interesting. And this is from Give Peace, Joy, Love. Why do women want royal treatment and treat men like peasants? However you want to be treated, you should treat other people like that. The bottom line, as much as real men do, at least the least we can do is to buy them a meal. Y'all not mowing lawns, doing heavy work around the house. Most don't even clean up. And they said, as women, and this is a woman, said that we do the least but want the most. And so as a man, as you coach men, now this came from a woman,
right?
But do men feel like that that women ask for the most, but then they're not willing to give even half of that.
So I want to be, since this is a podcast and we're going to keep it real.
Yeah.
A lot of men say, and I've coached a lot of people, say, they say that black women want the most, but want to give the least. They say black women. And so when I say, well, I say women, why do you say black women? Mm-hmm. And they were like, cause they're the most combative, they're the most aggressive. And this is what they're saying to me. And I say to them, I believe that there are good black women.
Oh, yes.
And I believe there are good black men. Mm-hmm. But when I coach men and when I espouse what men say, when I say it, they get mad because men say it. Mm-hmm. This is not Coach Ken saying it. I got a good woman. But I'm saying it's what they say. Mm-hmm. It's what they say. And so that is why I'm very, and so here's the thing. The thing is this, let me be honest. Mm-hmm. Many people want to hold other people to a higher standard than they hold themselves. Here's why I say that. A man has to make six figures. He's got to make six, but you don't make six figures. A man has to take care of his body, work out, six pack, but yet you're not willing to work out because your hair might get messed up. And so we have a lot of people. The reason I know this is because I'm helping people in our academy change their thought process. Now let me look into the camera and say this. Men need to level up too. And all the videos that I do about talking about men needing to level up, men needing to be better, men have done women wrong, all of that, but you never comment on that. They never say anything about that because it's easier to blame someone else. Mm-hmm. It's easier to absolve yourself of responsibility and say, oh, they need to change. Oh, they need to level up. Oh, they need to cherish. I'm a queen. Well, okay, I get it. You're a queen. All right. But you don't want to level up at all. Mm-hmm. Do queens not want to level up? Because you look in the comments, they don't want to level up when I ask them that.
So I read one comment where, and I don't have the name, they were saying that, talking about modern day men. Mm-hmm. These modern day men don't want to, do as their grandfathers did. And so what are your thoughts about that? Like, do you think that your way is the modern way and the men pay for everything is?
So this is a good question, Nat. Let me tell you why. Uh-huh. They want you to be like granddaddy, but they don't want to be like grandmama. Mm-hmm. See, grandmother stayed at home. She cleaned, she nurtures. Because the reason why that dynamic, that traditional family worked that way, mm-hmm. because grandmama didn't have the economic capacity to leave many times.
Right.
So her job was to stay at home, take care of the kids, take care of the home. The man went outside and worked. Well, if you ask the modern woman, you want to stay at home, take care of the, oh, they're like, oh, hell no. Well, why? You cannot have it both ways. You can't have part of the traditional relationship, mm-hmm. and then the other part, you out here doing your own thing. Mm-hmm. You out here talking reckless. You out here with all this masculine energy, yet you want him to go ahead and be like granddaddy. It doesn't work that way.
And you're not feminine like grandma.
Right. It doesn't work that way. And so that is the thing I say. I'm like, all right, if that's what you want your partner to be like granddaddy. Are you willing to be like grandma?
Get you a doggone house dress with some hair color and a couple of safety pins in it. No bra. Ooh, be like grandma. So, okay. So something else I read that I totally loved.
I'm going to show you one of my comments.
Okay, while you're looking for it, I'm going to read this. Or do you have it already?
Oh, I already know what it is.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, then I'm going to read my
I love this one. Dating is a friendship. It's not about money. It's showing up. I got you like you got me. You're showing interest also. It's kind of like putting yourself on somebody else's mind. And they said, I don't want to date somebody who worries about doing stuff for me. Like when you look at those messages or the comments where people saying, I ain't gonna do, how would that make a man feel? I mean, how secure does it make you feel like my woman got my back when they make comments like that?
When you know what? A lot of these people, and I wanted to use that as an example. A lot of these women talk about a man got to pay for everything. My daddy paid for everything. Well, here's the thing. The problem with that is it becomes transactional. What if the man gets sick and he cannot work? What if the man were to lose his job and he's down for a minute? Because when I was on the show The Biggest Loser, I didn't work for 9 months.
Right.
I was trying to get my health back, and you carried the bills. Well, what happens in a case like that? Do you lose respect for him because he's sick? Do you lose respect for him? Oh, now he can no longer foot all the bills. Does it take his value away? And so that is why I'm talking about focusing on partnership. Partners, when I was down, you stepped up. You got me like a partner does. When you went through your thing with your dad, and you said, baby, I can't give you but 10%. You didn't say that, but I knew it. I got you. I got everything. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. But and this is what I'm talking about.
And I'm going to say what's important about that.
Go ahead.
It's important that that's established before a hiccup or sadness or hurt or sickness. Like, what if you didn't know that you could count on me until you were on that show?
Yeah.
I had established that prior to that.
You did.
You having my back and me being able to fall on you, you established that long before my father passed away.
I did.
So it made it easy for me to be able to go through that process.
Yeah.
How does a person get to that?
Well, that's when you do it in the dating phase. That is the reason why some people they're looking at superficial things that doesn't matter. I want to show you. I want to give you examples of this.
Okay.
So I've been back and forth with this person. I'm not even going to give her name, but we've been back and forth all day because of the stuff that she's saying. And I'm like, are you serious? So let me show you this. So her thing is, okay, hold on. Well, talk while I find it.
Okay. I thought you was ready. You're not ready.
I know. I had.
You're not ready.
Okay. Here
you got
it
it. Okay.
Here it is. So she has a website, a social media page, and her whole thing is based on hypergamy. Are you familiar with? Do you know what hypergamy is?
No. What is hypergamy?
Hypergamy, right. Hypergamy is when you date up so that the person, so you have a higher sociological, educational, they have more status, more education, and more finances than you. And so that's what their whole job is, to position themselves to find a high value person as you will. And so I'm just going to read some of the, and so she was saying, yeah, I'm not going to be broke. And I don't have, she was saying, you know what, at this point, I'm positioning myself to date a higher man. And I tell all my clients that you should not date a guy who makes no money and all of that. And so we went back and forth. And she had the nerve to say this. She's like, you should buy your wife a new ring. Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, buy my wife a new ring and look at you. You ain't. And I said, I said, it's obvious you're intellectually not capable. I said, you're somewhat delusional. And she said, I don't know what delusional means. I said, my point exactly.
Oh my goodness.
I said, reading is fundamental. And I said, you derive your value from another person.
Wow.
How much they make.
I don't I don't think that. Say that again.
You
derive your value
from another person. Because now when I attach to you, because you have a higher social status, you have a higher educational status, and more money than me. And so now when I attach myself to you, it brings me up. So this whole idea of hypergamy means you date that kind of person.
What's that word again?
Hypergamy.
Hypergamy.
And what I said was, that is the truest and lowest form of low self-esteem. That I have to derive my own self-worth by the accomplishments of someone else.
But how many of us, maybe we're not high.
We're not what now?
The word
hypergamy.
Hypergamy. But a lot of people do that. A lot of people put their self-worth on value that somebody else placed on them, or what we very seldom, well, I'm not going to say very seldom, but there are a lot of people that put, that's how they value themselves according to things like that. So how do you get beyond that? And what do you think, audience, about that? Hypergamy.
Listen to this. Like I got some of them up now.
Okay.
And one girl, I'm not going to say their name. Boy, bye. I was following you until you decided a woman should offer to pay for you. Don't ask her out if you don't want to pay. I never said.
And here's the thing: we never said who asked who
else. We would never said anything. And somebody just said he never said that. So I had some sisters say, "Wow, sisters, we have to do better. You can't buy dinner." Okay, so I'm gonna give you another one. And this one, sorry, but no. There's other ways of describing a good woman. If I'm paying, etc., that places me in my masculine energy. No thanks.
That's funny. I have that written down.
You know what I said? Masculine energy is based on emotional intelligence.
I read that. I was like,
not based on if you pay for a meal. See how twisted we have it?
But let me ask you this here.
Go ahead.
Why do we put so much emphasis on that? Why is that so important? Who pays? It's a meal. It is a meal. Why do we put so much emphasis on that? Why do we give that so much? If a man doesn't feed me,
I'm going to tell you why.
I'm not. It's over. Like, yeah.
I'm going to explain it to you. We live in a society where people question their own self-worth. Okay? We've been trained to have low self-esteem, low self-acceptance, and our concept of self is very low. So how we masquerade that is, if someone else is willing to do it for me, I get the whole idea of valuing yourself. Mm-hmm. But a person paying every time is well beyond valuing yourself. Now what it is this, if you don't pay on some level, then I'm devalued. So you got to pay. Now, some people will disagree with this. Mm-hmm. I don't say it for people to agree. But I'm looking at, by reading these comments, I'm looking at what people aren't saying. See, not what they're saying, aren't saying. If you tell me, if you're saying, like one lady says this, I'll give you an example of one, the last one I'm going to read. She said this, which a lot of people, even women, she says a good man would be embarrassed to ask a woman to pay. All right? Now, that's what she said. Mm-hmm. Now, I know if you're saying that, there's something else going on. So we, back and forth, I dug deeper, we dug deeper. Well, it comes to find out that there's some problem she had with a man, now she's dating women. And so now her distaste for women, for men, is permeating out. I knew that she had a distaste for men, but I wanted to find out where it came from. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't get that deep because she didn't want to go that deep.
Right.
What I'm simply saying is I'm listening to where the pain is coming from. Who hurt you? Who made you feel less than? And now your bitterness towards men, I always know is probably rooted in a bad relationship and somebody devaluing you. And so now, you're going to pay for me. because now I get to keep my value. That's just a lot of them, but I get it. But the thing is, I coach a lot of women, and a lot of women are getting in relationships because they want to level up, but a lot of them don't, and a lot of them want to just blame other people. So your friends, I want to ask you:
Is it bad to want to level up though?
Didn't you want to level up?
I know. So,
but not through. You didn't want to level up through me. You wanted to level up on your own, right?
No, when I say level up, like I would think that when I think level up getting in a new relationship, I would want someone. I don't want to say better, but for the lack of a better term, better than who I had before. So that
you mean
would
better
be
than who you had?
Yeah. So that would be yeah.
But you didn't say better than you.
No.
Right.
No,
you said better than who I had before.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's not what I'm talking about leveling up. I'm talking about personal development.
Okay.
Personal development and you being a better communicator. You being better with I could tell that many of them don't have a relationship by the way they were talking to me. And I could tell that many of them don't know how to resolve conflict by the conversation they were having. I could tell. And so I always know, like one girl said this, my men don't need coaching. So I'm glad I ain't dating nobody that need coaching. And I explained to her, baby, I mean, everyone needs coaching. Everyone needs either coaching or therapy because we all are imperfect. And she was like, I said, you'll remember that comment later on because you'll realize that you do. That's the hypergamy person. And so everything she's selling is her looks. Her looks this, so she can attract a guy. What happens when the looks fade?
It's a possibility.
No, Father Time is undefeated.
No, but look, I'm still fine.
You still look good to me, but you got me.
Don't see. You remember when I used to say you are fine to me, and you used to get mad.
I didn't get mad.
Yeah,
I just said I was fine to somebody else.
You used to get mad. You used to be like, I'm fine to a lot of people. A lot of people think I'm fine, not just you. Used to get mad.
Then you would get mad when I say,
and then
you ain't the only one to go by.
You just said, you still look good to me.
I can't speak on everybody else. I just
better.
You look good. I'm gonna just say you look good. All right. I'm gonna just say you look good.
Ooh. So did you get that out of your system, sir?
No, I just wanted to tell. I'm just gonna.
I think that was
and if
good,
they come for me, I don't really have time to go in the comments.
He's not gonna.
I don't have that. Oh, yes, I am. Don't lie to them. Because if they come for me, I'm gonna come. Don't lie. Because if I feel like, remember, I'm the type of person. Let's discuss issues all day. I mean, you can disagree with me, but when you personally attack me or you, I'm coming for you. I just.
You ain't saying that when that girl said I look like your mama.
My mama was pretty.
I ain't talking about that. And she was saying, "Oh, she's beautiful like your mother." She was like, that old hag look like your mama. You ain't say nothing then.
I didn't see that comment.
Let me go back and find you, you old heifer. Okay, how would you say it? Remember last week we started bringing out our cards.
I knew.
Say it.
Okay.
How would you say it? So how would you tell someone that you don't take care of your health?
Okay.
How would you say it?
I would say this. I would start out by saying, validating the person. I love you. I love you, and I want us to be together for a long time. Don't you? Notice I'm saying I'm starting out, I want us to be together for a long time. I feel that for us to be together for a long time, we got to be healthy. We have to be. That is the reason why I want to be here for you. I owe you that much. And that's what I would feel. And I would say, I am a little concerned that you're not taking care of yourself as well as you should. And that concerns me because I want to love you for a long time. All right, for a long time.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I'm here so we both can get healthy. We both can do what that is going to help us be here when we grow old. When I can't walk and you helping me, and you can't walk and I'm helping you. So for us to do that, we've got to start taking our health seriously.
That's how you would say that?
Yeah.
How would I say it? Audience, how would you tell someone? How would you say it? How would you tell someone that you were concerned about their health? I would say, let me see, how would I do it?
I believe you just stalling when you say audience. Come on, go ahead.
Let me see. Man, we were doing it last night. You were breathing all heavy and sweating on me. Nigga, I thought you was gonna have a heart attack. What you gonna have to? That's how I would just come straight out at it. Listen, now you beating up. Yeah, look. I had to come on out and be like, yo,
have no heart attack.
Look, bruh, your stomach is coming up. Look, you ain't got but like 2 inches of little thing with your stomach. You lose some of your stomach, you might have like 8 inches of little thing.
Went from 2
to 6. Your stomach big.
You know what? That's the way you would say it.
No, I wouldn't say it like that.
You know what, though, Nat? Having difficult conversations like that, I'm going to do a video on that.
I think for me, if it was health, if it was weight, I think, and if that's something that would concern me, I think I would make changes by what I put in front of you. Do things like you used to do for me. We would go shopping and you would park far away, to give me a little extra walk in.
And then, what about when you start? You ain't told them what you're thinking, but you park it far away. They're gonna complain. Why you park way back here? Because see, that's what
the
lack of
person
communication
say, I like
does.
to park near the so I can push the buggies right back in the. That's what you say. I want to park near the little buggy cart.
So instead of telling them having the hard conversation.
I don't know if I would have a hard conversation about health and weight are two different things.
I would have a conversation hard. That's relationships.
I don't know. Okay? Yeah, it would frighten me. Well, not frighten me, but I don't know that I would know how to do that.
That's what we teach people. This show sponsored our new sponsor. We teach people that in my communications in the Relationship Academy. For you out there, if you're a woman and you want to level up and you want to grow in a community of women, you need to join our Relationship Academy. Look, we got open enrollment this month, the month of September only, and then it's closed down for 6 months. So if you want to join, you're interested in joining, go to therelationshipacademy.co. therelationshipacademy.co, so I can teach you how to answer that question the way I did. And not
they
the
might
way
have liked mine.
I need to put you in the academy too.
I'm gonna come.
You gonna come to my new class.
I'm gonna come to your new class.
My new communication course. It's a high level course. It's a high level. It's only I'm letting you in. It's only for my students that've been with me.
She high level. All right, guys. Thank you. So we're gonna do the cards, and we're gonna just end here.
No. One card.
Quickly.
All right, our card game, the moment of truth, you can get on our website. Do you know we have two kinds? We have the regular moment of truth, and we have the sex version. So let me grab a sex version for you.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Because now that you done,
now that I done what?
Now that you done,
what I done did? What I do?
Boy? Dropped by 60. You done turned even to. This is a deep one right here. Which do you prefer to reach your climax?
Oh Jesus!
Intercourse or oral?
Speak to me.
What is that? That means you what? You trying to say what that mouth do?
Speak to me.
Hey, you ain't said nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Yes, I did just say something.
Oh.
Every woman out there know what I just said. Speak to me.
Anyway, Audience.
When you speaking, you are, what is that? It's oral, isn't it?
I thought
It's
that's
coming. Listen. I want you to speak in tongue to me.
Audience. Which way would you prefer to climax? Oral or
Shirabadahanda. Yes.
All right,
That's our Billy Ocean.
All right, y'all. We are gone. That is it, y'all. See y'all next week. What going? What?
Yeah, Shirabadahanda. Yes.
I can't. Dog. Okay. All right, y'all. Bye. Let me get back to these comments.